Congratulations, you've reached the ending. This is the 13th ion quiz for Mr. Atkins Chem 1 class. This is the last one that you'll take containing new ions. Remember that from now on after this week they get harder because, not because we add more, but because up till now you've known what 4 or 6 or 5 or 7 of them were going to be going into every quiz starting next week. They could be from any of the 13 sections. So you'll have to be vigilant and make sure that you remember all of the different sections starting next week. So be careful for that. This week, the very last week, we have 4 new ions: arsenate, chromate, dichromate, and selenate. And I don't honestly have a whole lot to tell you about any of these. These are things that you pretty much just have to memorize. Arsenate. Fortunately, arsenate has the same charge as arsenide, so that might be a way to remember that its charge is -3. That's just a coincidence. That's not always true. Chromate is CrO4, has a -2 charge. And dichromate, about the only tip I have for this whole section is that di means 2. So you got chromate has Cr has a chromium, and dichromate has 2 of them. And you would think you could double the number of oxygens as well, but it's never that simple, is it? So it's almost double. So chromate has 1 Cr and 4 Os. Dichromate has 2 Crs and 7 Os. However, they both have the same charge of -2. So again, one of those things you just got to memorize. So make those flashcards, practice. And finally, selenate, very similar to silicate. I often got these confused whenever I was first starting. Silicate had 3 oxygens, and selenate had 4. And I could never remember which is which, but selenate is in the 4th row, and silicon is in the 3rd row. And so that's a little mental trick you might remember to remember which one of them has 3 and which one of them has 4. But of course it has a -2 charge because it starts with S, as we learned last week. So that is it. I'm a little sad, no more ion quiz videos to make. I hope that these helped you. Feel free to go back and watch them again, especially that number 5 and that number 7, those, and also the very first introductory one. Those are good ones to know, good ones to review, because those have those 8 ite, per, hypo, bi, prefix, suffix tricks. So please know those, and that's going to help you out. The last few weeks have just been a lot of new memorization, so hopefully you've been staying on top of it. Good luck.